different things. Anthony Hopkins. Now, Anthony Hopkins is like, that's Oscar level because of a few handful of roles. But then I look at Lithgow and I'm like, I actually think Lithgow is as good as, if not has a better range than Anthony Hopkins because he has done way more different things. And I think it's really cool to think about him as an actor. Anyway, great. Your comment about good actors. I've literally been obsessing about Lithgow for like 2 days now, so that triggered me to be like Cliffhanger. He plays the bad guy in Cliffhanger, right? Um, like he's done so many different types of roles. It's just kind of mind-boggling to think about. Like the King in Shrek, like the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. Yeah, I think he just doesn't star in those high-end like Oscar-nominated films is the main difference. Is like he's a working man's actor who has just done everything over the years. Like we just watched him. What was it? The Old Man. I think it's a. We've only watched the first season because I got canceled, so we didn't really have the push to go watch the second season. I think it's called The Old Man. It was John Lithgow and the dude. Why am I blanking on his name? Um, anyway, they play like these ex-CIA agents who are in their late 60s, and they have this complicated backstory. And Lithgow is one of the main actors in that. And it's like I just continue to see him doing really cool shit. Um, oh shit, are you talking about the Planet of the Apes with the one that Tim Burton did with Marky Mark with Mark Wahlberg and that's actually a pretty good. Or no, hang on. You're talking about the remake with Caesar with Andy Serkis. Sorry, I'm thinking of the wrong Planet of the Apes. Yes, Lithgow is good in that as well. He's like the dad or the scientist, I forget. The James Franco one with Andy Serkis as Caesar. Um, anyway, yeah, Lithgow has done some really cool shit over the years. Sorry guys, I got sidetracked. The OCD part of my brain. Like, let's obsess over actors. James Spader is also, yes, another brilliant actor who has done lots of different things over the years. I did like the first few seasons of The Black Book, I think is what it's called, but I did get burned out after like season 5. I was like, it feels like a soap opera at this point because it's the same shit every season. But I did enjoy the first 5 seasons. I think it was called The Black Book or something. I'm always gonna love Spader's role in Stargate. I've seen that movie so many fucking times over the years. I will happily watch Stargate once a year. That's such a good film.
I hope you're not expecting a
Blacklist,
performance.
not Black Book.
I have to
Sorry,
sell off my
Blacklist. That's the one I was
equipment
thinking
and
of.
instruments just to make ends meet. Time
That's
to
the one I
cook,
was
my
thinking of,
friend.
Buzzrogue. I made it to like season 5 before I was like, I'm done at this point. Any particular looking customers lately?
Funny you should ask. There was an odd-looking imperial fellow in town a few days ago. He was asking about local burial grounds. Said he was trying to track down his great-aunt's remains. Yeah, right. And I'm Queen Irene's Chamberlain.
Any idea where I can find him?
Last I saw him, he was heading towards the lighthouse.
I could talk to you about actors who are underrated for sure. There's a whole bunch of them. Like Sylvester Stallone. I know he's typecast because he makes a lot of money doing big action films. But if you've ever watched, he had like some people call it a slump when he was in his 40s into his 50s, where he did like Copland and a bunch of like dramatic films. Sylvester Stallone can actually act. Like he's a brilliant writer and director. Like that guy is, I feel like Stallone is a little underrated because a lot of people only want to associate him with like Rambo and Rocky, but it's like Tulsa King, has been really good, but like the Expendables series is okay, but like go watch his like dramatic stuff that he was doing when he was in his 40s and 50s in like the slump that he had, and he did some really phenomenal dramatic acting. Um, Chris Evans, Captain America. Ignore the Captain America stuff. Go watch his stuff like um, Danny Boyle directed it. I think it's called Sunshine, where they're on that doomed spaceship that's flying to the sun. It's Cillian Murphy. God, it's got a stacked cast. And Chris Evans is in that doing like dramatic Snowpiercer. Yeah, but see, a lot of people only think of him as Captain America, but Chris Evans is actually a very good actor who's done a lot of other really good shit apart from his like action stuff. Oh, I'll tell you who's overrated as an actor. I can actually tell you an overrated actor, and I don't care because I still like his stuff. Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth is an overrated actor. I've never seen him do like dramatic acting. He only ever just looks good on screen. Like even in indie films before he got famous as Thor, like Cabin in the Woods, which is a brilliant fucking movie. If you've never seen Cabin in the Woods, you got to see Cabin in the Woods. Um, Even his role in that, he was just like, I'm the dumb jock character, and it's like I feel like Chris Hemsworth is phenomenal looking. He's a decent actor. He's a great action star, but he's not what I consider to be an actor. Like he can't reach dramatic levels. At least I've never seen him in something where he's reached dramatic levels of acting. Um, Tom Cavanaugh's good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'd say that Hemsworth's overrated. I think I love his movies, but I love them for what they are, which are like action movies and like dumb, no plot. He doesn't really need to act. He just needs to work out, look good on camera, say a few lines. Um, I mean, maybe I've just not seen in other stuff. Oh, you know who's really good? Chris Pine. Holy shit. If you haven't seen Chris Pine act, um, go watch, what is it, Hell or High Water, which was one of Taylor Sheridan's early films before he got super famous. It's, dude, Hell or High Water. Oh, and his co-actor, whose name I forget right now, and I gotta go look it up, is also an extremely underrated actor who I have to look up their name because I always forget it. Ben Foster. Ben Foster is a fucking rock star of an actor. I've loved him in everything I've ever seen him in, and I have seen him do a ton of different roles over the years. Um, like doing the wizard in the World of Warcraft film, and then like going with he was the mechanic in the mechanic with God, that action star whose name Jason Statham. He did that creepy sci-fi horror ship movie called God. I see too many films and I always forget the names of them. I gotta go look at his IMDb page really quick. By the way, I'm talking Ben Foster now. All of a sudden, I got off of this tangent. Fuck, what was it called? Pandorum. Pandorum. Yeah, Jason Statham. I think his early stuff was great. He's gotten typecast, and he's just farming. He's not stupid. Statham has done some really good stuff in his earlier years, but once he started making bank, he did exactly what Tom Cruise has done. I'm gonna stay in this lane, and I'm gonna make a shitload of money doing it because why not? Like, each movie he makes, he's making 10, 15, 20 million dollars a movie, and it's the same plot over and over and over, whether it's the beekeeper or the workshop, all that stuff. Um, anyway, but Chris Pine, I got to get back to Chris Pine. Tom Hardy, oh my God, guys, we're gonna get off on tangents now, dude. Taboo, when Tom Hardy did Taboo with his dad, that show is fucking amazing. Like Chris and it's like they promised a second season. I don't think it's ever gonna happen. But just season one of Taboo was great, and then his role in uh fucking the opposite of Shelby in why am I blanking on the name of that show? Peaky Blinders. Tom Hardy in Peaky Blinders. Um, yeah, Pine. It was great seeing Pine do like Hell and High Water and then go do like the D&D film and play this comedic bard. I was like, oh, I love Cavill. Cavill's awesome. And Cavill's an actor who, a lot of people didn't know him until he got cast as Superman, whereas I've seen Cavill since The Count of Monte Cristo when he showed up as a teenager. And then when he was in The Tudors, which The Tudors was a great fucking show for like the 6 or however many seasons it ran, and Henry Cavill was in The Tudors as well. So I've seen Henry Cavill in stuff all the way through his career, and I think he's great. He's done some amazing stuff in his years. He is a great actor who can do a variety of roles. Um, yeah, I like. Uh, yeah, Gerard Butler has done that recently too, Hector. He's gotten into that. I'm in my 40s, 50s, whatever, and I'm just gonna farm these because if you go watch Gerard Butler up until he did 300, like he did lots of different things. Like Timeline is one of my favorite movies. Also, Reign of Fire. Reign of Fire and um, Timeline are two phenomenal movies where Gerard Butler was before he got famous. And he's great. He did a great job. But once he did 300, after 300, and became like a superstar, I just think that it just, you know, I think it becomes really easy to start phoning in when you start making 10, $15 million a film. I think any actor can fall into that. Look at, I hate to say it, but like Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Like I've seen Dwayne The Rock Johnson act. He can act, but he's just been so obsessed with the box office for so many years um, that I think his acting went out the window, and he is trying to recoup. He's trying to gain that back with that recent film he just did. Um, yeah, see, and that's the thing. Butler can do things like that. Like if you haven't seen How to Train Your Dragon, he can act. He's a good actor, but he does do a lot of those like post-apocalyptic films where the planet's gonna blow up and he's gonna save the day, or like I'm an ex-CIA agent or ex-special forces or ex-cop. Like the movie where he played like the surfer dude, like Butler can act. But yeah, I would love to see Tom Cruise get back to being a dramatic actor, because if you've never seen him in things like, I mean, go back to his early shit like 4th of July, even Vanilla Sky. Um, um, the movie where he plays the sex dude, Mongolia, I think is what it's called. Like Tom Cruise can act, man. Like he is a legitimate actor. Like he can do everything, but he also is not stupid and knows that he can milk these Mission Impossible films. Um, and they're fun. They're fun, but I feel like watching this last one, like I think the last 3 or 4 films, I felt like I'm watching Fast and the Furious. It's just like there's gonna be some explosions. Tom Cruise is gonna do some crazy stunt, which is gonna be legitimate because he has a weird thing in his brain that he doesn't feel fear like the rest of human beings. And they're gonna be popcorn entertaining, but yeah, Interview with the Vampire. Yes. You know what? We're gonna have to clip this. This will be a great. I'll have to. This is like a 30-minute discussion on overrated and underrated actors. Underrated and overrated. Jeremy Irons, also another completely amazing actor that way too many people have forgotten about. Um, Even with his nasty, horrible role in that Dungeons and Dragons movie from the early 2000s, Jeremy Irons is still a phenomenal actor. Oh, oh, the firm is great. Wait, who was in one of the Hellraiser movies? Henry Cavill? Shit, I didn't know though. That. Yeah, this is the ESO guide to my favorite actors. Dora, what are you doing in here? You guys want to see Mama Cat? Do you want to come up here? Come here, Porky. You're not supposed to be in the office. No, you're not supposed to be in the office. This is the Mama Cat who brought all the babies to us when we moved in. What are you doing? You're not supposed to be in the office and you know it. Get out of here. You stink. What did you get into? I am gonna go wash my hands really quick. She stinks.
I know what you need. A drink.
Henry Cavill was in one of the Hellraiser movies. A small part and he was a teenager. I did not know that. I somehow have never seen that. Yeah, no, I've known. I think the first movie I saw where I was like, Tom Cruise is a really good actor was Born on the Fourth of July. Like, if you've never seen Born on the Fourth of July, didn't he win an Oscar for that, or was he nominated? It's an Oliver Stone film. I feel like somebody won something. Won 5 Golden Globe nominations and won 4 for Best Motion Picture, Best Actor, Best Director, and Best Screenplay. 8 Academy Award nominations, including Best Picture and Best Actor.
So now I'm the drunken fool.
Oliver Stone won a second award for Best Director. No, I'm gonna watch Greenland 2 for sure, Korean. I watch all of Gerard Butler's stuff, even though I realize that I just love him as an actor. I've seen most of his stuff ever since Timeline, and I think Reign of Fire was the first thing I ever saw Gerard Butler in. Yeah, so Cruise was nominated for a Best Actor for Born on the 4th of July, but he didn't win. But he did win a Golden Globe for Best Actor in a Motion Picture Drama. So yeah, Born on the 4th of July, if you've never seen that movie, holy shit, is that a good movie. And that's like Tom Cruise, like, acting. I also think he did a really good job, and I mentioned this earlier, but like, Vanilla Sky, he did a great job. Interview with the Vampire is amazing. Dude, well, here's the thing. Hang on, I gotta say something about this. So, Korean Gamer says, I think Dwayne Johnson and Vin Diesel are super average. Here's the thing. I love Vin Diesel in everything he does other than the Fast and Furious franchise. Because holy shit does that franchise not have any life left in it. But it makes them tons of money. But that Toretto character is so boring. But I love Vin Diesel when he goes full on into things like Riddick or The Witch Hunter. Babylon AD is one of my favorite, like, science fiction apocalyptic films. If you've never seen Babylon AD, I got a review somewhere up on YouTube. Like, I love Vin Diesel's stuff that is not related. And here's the thing, that motherfucker can actually act. Go watch The Boiler Room from when he was really early on in his career. He got cast in Saving Private Ryan by Steven Spielberg because of a short film that he directed and starred in. Like, the guy can actually act, but the Fast and the Furious franchise just became this thing that has just, I mean, that's what he does to make a paycheck, and why not? You know, they're making billions of dollars every single time one of those comes out. But Vin Diesel can actually act. But I do love the Riddick films. Like, The Witch Hunter is great. They're making a Witch Hunter 2. He actually got Michael Caine to come out of retirement to film the second Witch Hunter movie. Like, I'm down for that. Like, Fast and Furious is, we still watch them, but every time we go watch them, it's like, just get ready for, oh look, they're gonna grapple hook a car off the edge of a fucking bridge while a helicopter is flying by, and it's like, it's so not realistic. Every film, they just get more and more ridiculous. My favorite is probably Tokyo Drift. I actually liked Tokyo Drift. And that one doesn't have Vin Diesel in it.
It's a fine day, isn't it? The fish are biting and the water is soothing.
Yes, that's the way I am, Korean Gamer. I've seen them all, so I feel obligated to finish the damn series. Yeah, Witch Hunter was really good rated. Chris and I have watched that like 3 times, I think. 3 or 4 times. Have you seen any strangers?
This one thinks you're a bit strange, hmm? Kidding. I am thinking I did see an Imperial
This is
man
funny. I
lurking around
timestamped
by
the movie,
lighthouse.
the movie
Silly
discussion like
stray.
10 minutes ago, and we're
Thinks I do
still
not see him.
Bloodshot.
This
Yeah.
one has a keen eye.
That was a not half bad one. Pitch Black is great. I think that whole series is really cool. And supposedly they are going to come back and do the Furia one at some point. I'm hopeful that they're going to do that after the Witch Hunter 2 film. Tell me where I can find them. I'll make it worth your while.
Very generous. The Imperial was very sneaky, but this one saw him slip inside the lighthouse with another man. Very thin and white, like a dead thing. They did not think Khajiit was watching, but this one has excellent peripheral vision.
Search the lighthouse. Cheese for everyone! Ooh, an abandoned cellar. The Worm's Retreat. Family. I'll tell you what's a good family movie is the what is it, Bad Fathers or something? That was a stacked cast. It was like Mark Wahlberg, John Lithgow, Mel Gibson, Will Ferrell, think it's called Bad Fathers or Father's Day. I don't remember actually, to be honest with you. I have to go look it up. Unfortunately, because I'm going to be provisioning, I know that I need to loot every single frickin' keg and thing I come across to find, like, wheat and barley. Barley nectar, even. I must become a loot whore to support my provisioning habits. Yeah, the thermostat stuff was hilarious. Shrooms? Not shrooms. Go watch a playthrough of Final Fantasy Crossroads, or Fast and Furious Crossroads game. Huh. Yeah, Bloodshot's not a bad movie. It's really not. So saying, if you can get him out of the Fast and the Furious franchise, he actually does some pretty good stuff. But it's like, he's always so busy with the Fast and Furious franchise because why not? If I could make billions of dollars doing something like that, I would absolutely repeat it. There is a book. I don't have all the time in the world, do I? Orb of Discourse.
What is the meaning of this interruption? Why have you contacted me? This is Abner Tharn. The Master and I are very busy. This had better be important. Wait a moment. I don't know your face. Identify yourself immediately.
Who, me?
Yes, your report, you insipid twit. What, did you contact me by accident?
You forgive me, my lord, but I heard something that might be of interest to you.
Well, out with it. I don't have all day. Your disguise is terrible, by the way. You look like a character from a bad adventure novel.
Sorry. Someone's been asking locals about a red guard named Sai Sahan.
Are they? I didn't think that Redguard has-been had a single friend left. Not in this world, at any rate. Never fear. Sai Sahan is safely locked away. Even if they were to discover his location, attempting a rescue would be suicidal.
But do you know where he is?
Of course I do. But I'm not in the habit of revealing vital secrets to insipid lackeys. Now be gone. And if you contact me again without good reason, I shall contact your cell commander and have you properly thrashed for your ineptitude.
Yes, I played the Xbox port of Pillars of Eternity last year. I've got a playthrough on YouTube. It's phenomenal. So if you want to play Pillars of Eternity with a controller, it's awesome. Turn-based mode goes into beta testing tomorrow. I will be streaming that here on the channel in the afternoon slot for the Pillars of Eternity turn-based beta. That is not going to be on the Xbox, though. Not yet. They are doing... The testing is going to be on the PC. through Steam and through the Game Pass PC version, I believe. But it's not going to be on the console from what I understand. I could be wrong on that. Maybe it is going to be, because the way they worded that announcement yesterday was Xbox PC. I don't know if they meant to be Xbox and PC, because to be honest with you, if the beta test is also on the Xbox, I will probably play it on the Xbox as well. But as I understood it, that meant the PC version of Game Pass. But I don't know. We'll wait and see. We'll know tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be when the links go live, and we'll know where we can get the beta. Bookshelf. No running on horseplay in the mine. Turn to the harborage above. Can I just fast travel out to the harborage? My map seems a little weird. The cast for this game is amazing. Yeah. Like, they did not spare any budget. They went all in for the voice cast. Stop playing so many cool games, Mr. Influencer, says Panda. I'm so weak-willed. Says return to the harborage, but it's not actually showing me the harborage. I maybe have to get outside for it to pop. There it goes. I'm assuming I could have traveled straight the way there, but... In any case, I'm a big fan of Pillars of Eternity, and I really hope, like Josh Sawyer came out and said last year, because a lot of people were asking about Pillars of Eternity 3 as Avowed was coming to release, and he was talking about, well, he says, I would happily do another Pillars of Eternity game, but not unless we had a Baldur's Gate 3 budget. Because it's like, you know, Pillars of Eternity 1 had a small budget, Pillars of Eternity 2 had a bigger budget, but we were still limited by what we could do because of the budget. He's like, so if Microsoft wanted us to make a Baldur's Gate 3 competitor, I would want the budget that Baldur's Gate 3 had. And I'm like, that's fair. That's totally fair. Like they have shown that they can make it. It's just you got to give them the budget to do it.
You've returned. What have you found?
The cultists use orbs like this one to communicate. I spoke to Abner Tharn.
Abner Tharn shows his face again. I get the sense that he might have a larger part to play in the coming events, but for good or ill, I cannot say. Leave the orb with me. I shall be able to use it to locate Sai Sahan.
Hold a moment. Come here. We need to talk.
Yes.
I heard you and the Prophet talking about Abner Tharn.
Uh-huh.
Didn't the Prophet tell you the story of the 5 companions?
Yep, no need to repeat it.
I know it's a lot to take in. We'll talk more later. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye on the Prophet. Hopefully that orb will help him find out where Sai Sahan is being held.
Booyah! New gear. Ooh, and it's gonna be an ice staff. Hell yeah. I wish you could make an ice mage in this game. I haven't seen any ice spells though. That's medium armor, though. Yeah, I don't care about medium armor. Also medium armor. I don't want medium armor. Although... Come here, Frodo. Is he mad because she's in here in his bed? Come here. Was he in the box? That's why he's crying. What are you doing, buddy? Hi. Okay. Good morning. Yes. So he is extremely mad right now because he sees Blanca. He sees Snow White in his what he thinks is his bed. It's not his bed. It's actually her bed. It's their bed. But he gets mad when he doesn't like her at all. You're just all Twitter pated because of her. I'll close the door if he's in the house now. Huh? Are you doing chores? Give me a second, guys. All right. Okay. Can't I like go to my backup gear? And here I could theoretically have a set of gear. Like I could put So here's a question for those of you who play this game more than I do. If I have a secondary, because you have a secondary weapon, right? Can I also have a secondary gear, or if I equip the medium gear, is the medium gear also, does it only change weapons when you switch, or does it change, because it changes your weapons and your skills, does it also change your gear when you switch weapons, or is it only switching your weapon and your abilities? Because I'm sitting here looking at this going, can I have a medium set of gear that I wear when I'm using my bow, and then a light set of gear that I wear when I'm using my staff, or does the gear stay the same and only the weapons? I mean, I guess we could find out really quick. Okay, yeah, it's only weapons and skills, which chat just confirmed. Okay, cool. I've already done discussions on the Xbox thing. There's dedicated videos on my YouTube channel talking about that. Short version, I'm all for it. I fucking love it. Get rid of this ecosystem bullshit where we're having like, or this, get rid of this console bullshit where it's like exclusives all the time. PS5 is going to have to work really hard to keep up now because Xbox has said we want it to be about ecosystem. So, but yeah, there's full videos. Why it's a good thing. It's a good thing for gamers. It's much cheaper than owning a gaming PC that costs $3,500. You can get a $1,000 console that does everything in one place. It's an exceptionally good thing for gamers. The only people upset about it are people who are like, I want PlayStation to dominate. Anyway, full discussions on YouTube. You just have to find the videos because they're buried somewhere. Jesus, that skill takes forever to level up. Why not? I got points to burn. Yeah, right. It's an incredibly powerfully pre-built machine with a console UI, controller support, and access to all of the ecosystems. Steam, GOG, Epic Games, Xbox, across the entirety of its ecosystem, whether it's a PC game or an Xbox game. Like, I think you would have to be an idiot to not be excited for what is coming down the pipeline with the next major Xbox launch. But Microsoft is a corrupt corporation. Every fucking corporation is corrupt. Don't come at me with that bullshit. Walmart is corrupt. McDonald's is corrupt. The fucking government is corrupt. Every government of every country is corrupt. Don't sit here and bitch to me about corruption. Just shut up. What are you doing, Frodo? Frodo. That is candy. You're not supposed to have that. What are you doing in here? Is she gone? Yes, you're literally in here inspecting. Dude, he's doing the same thing. I gotta go put the Milky Way bars in the kitchen. Cat's trying to eat my candy.
Lifted, vestige. The path before us has been revealed. It is both dark and twisted. Come to the harbor edge. We have an unexpected guest who demands your presence.
Good morning, Smeagol. They are all Twitter-pated that my office door is open, and they all come into the office every day, but they're just like standing there, like looking like, why is this door open? This door is never open. Oh, I can't wait for Intergalactic. I love Naughty Dog games. It's gonna be awesome. Neil is a brilliant game director. How do I like ESO so far? Yeah, like Hector says, I hate it. I despise it. It's absolutely rubbish. That's why I'm streaming it, because it's the worst thing I've ever seen. I'm here to be miserable, so we're gonna stream games that we hate. I make a full-time living as a streamer streaming games that I hate and I'm miserable playing.
We have an unexpected guest, Vestige.
Okay.
My attempts to use the Orb of Discourse to locate Sai-Sahan did not meet with success, so I decided to try a more direct approach. I used it as it was intended and contacted Abner Than. He admits that he knows Sai-Sahan's location, but he will not reveal it. He demands to speak with you.
That's
directly.
right. I take the pain so you don't have to feel it. I play the game so you don't have to. Before you play, I played the game so you don't have to. God, that shit makes me laugh every time I see those videos pop up on YouTube. Wait before you buy.
I wish to speak with you on a matter of some urgency.
Uh-huh, talk to me.
Menimarco and his vile master have dark and terrible plans for this world. If you wish to stop them, you need to find the Amulet of Kings. But to find the amulet, you must first locate Sai-Sahan.
And you know where he is?
Of course I do. And I might be willing to share that information. For a price.
For a price.
If Manimarco learns that we've spoken, he'll have me executed. I'm a danger to him. I know too much. Therefore I, Abner Than, Chancellor of the Elder Council, Overlord of Nibene, formally request asylum.
Oh, Chris is doing... she's giving parasite pills to the cats today.
Do I look to be in a mirthful mood? There comes a point when even a patriot's loyalty is stretched too far, when the things he has done, and has seen done, become too much to bear.
Escríbelo en una lista si tú sabes qué gato recibe. Para no hacer doble dosis.
Would that I could. As it happens, I find myself to be somewhat of a prisoner, in dire need of rescue. My proposal is this. If you retrieve me from Manimarco's fortress and grant me asylum, I will give you Sai-Sahan's location in return.
And it's not a trick.
You can't. And you'd be a fool to trust me completely. But the facts remain, you need me if you wish to find Sai-Sahan, and I must keep my head if I am to ensure the continuance of the Empire. Neither of us has a choice.
Alright.
Than is quite correct. We have little choice in the matter.
You can't be serious. How can we possibly trust
Hey, buddy.
him?
As our visitor so eloquently pointed out, we cannot. But if we are to locate Sai-Sahan, we must do this. Go with the Vestige, Lyris. Rescue Than. Give him the chance to redeem himself. He may surprise
What are you doing? Smeagol. I don't know where, honey. Es allá, pero no sé dónde. ¿Encontraste? You're welcome. You're welcome for the sacrifice. So I'm gonna make a statement here. Rocket says, I like ESO and Fallout 6, don't get me wrong. It's just that when I want to build a chest so I can put stuff away, it wanted me to pay for storage, so I installed it. Um, Online live service games deserve to make money. And if you can play a game and get dozens of hours of free entertainment out of it, and then they ask you to pay for storage, and you're like, oh no, I don't want to do that. They should give it to me for free. No. You need to change your mindset on that one. You have already been given dozens to potentially hundreds of hours of entertainment for free in terms of gameplay and entertainment. The servers cost money to run, to host. The multiplayer engineering costs money to maintain. The new content that is developed costs money to create. It costs money to maintain the existing game in a state where you can come back and play it whenever you want for free once you own it. You should never, ever, 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 ever complain when something is gated behind a paywall, which is a service that is not necessary to play the game, but is a bonus to playing something. Like, you don't need extra storage. You want extra storage. But if you're going to craft and be a loot ninja, then you do need the storage. And storage takes server space. Someone has to pay for that storage space. If you want extra storage, you should pay for that extra storage space. You should not expect the developer to just give it to you for free. They have already given you dozens of hours of entertainment for free. So yeah, that's a unrealistic. I call that stuff out anytime I see that in chat. It's like, no, don't be a freeloader.
You appear to have arrived in the Wretched Squalor, a shantytown of Soulshriven outside Menimarco's castle.
Inkasy says, Cinemax recently gave out a furniture vault to store all your housing items. That's cool. JK says, I recently went to see a movie, but they expected me to pay to see it, so I left. I was expected to buy a seat before I could watch the movie. Fuck that. I'm going home. That's right, Flying Turtle. You're supporting the development. Yeah. I get really irritated when people complain about like monetization in like Lord of the Rings Online or Star Wars The Republic or, you know,
Yeah, I should be able to have everything for free. I don't want to pay for flash travel. I don't want to pay for extra storage. I don't want to have to pay for housing. I want it for free.
please go to the grocery store the next time you go to the grocery store and try to buy groceries for free. Like, you know. Hector says I got on a bus and expected the driver to pay me for riding the bus, so I decided to get off. How do we get inside the castle, sir?
As luck would have it, Menimarco is away on some errand for the Daedric Prince. The castle garrison is not on alert, so you should only encounter a token defense. The main gate is sealed, but there are undoubtedly other routes one might take.
Such as?
You're the hero, aren't you? Improvise.
We'll find a way in.
What a skeever.
Like the fast travel one in Lord of the Rings Online, I always laugh when someone complains. It's like, because if you go play Lord of the Rings Online for free, right? It's an old game. It's 18 years old. You can play for free. No box cost. Free to play. And you have access to the first 90 levels of content and up to Helm's Deep. Do they have the zoomies? I need to close my door. I don't want them running in here. You can play for free up to level 90 in Helm's Deep, which is like the 5th or 6th expansion for Lord of the Rings Online. You can play all of that for free without paying a penny, which is literally hundreds of hours of entertainment for free. And the limitation on the free-to-play accounts is that there are certain locations where you're not allowed to fast travel unless you have paid a monthly subscription. And if you have paid a monthly subscription, at one point in time, you can then use fast travel forever on that character because you are now a preferred user or a premium user. Star Wars: New Republic does this as well. A lot of the features are locked, but then you subscribe, they unlock, but then if you stop subscribing, you still have access to those features because you have at one point in time been a preferred status. So when I hear people complain about like, oh, they're nickel and diming me by charging me for fast travel in Lord of the Rings Online, get the fuck out of here. You have access to hundreds of hours of entertainment, up to level 90, up to Helm's Deep, for free, and you're gonna bitch that they charge you for fast travel. Those are the people I literally want to. Those people need a swift kick in the ass. Just, mm, mm. Entitlement generation is what that